It's less than 2 hours away before kickoff. Before them referees put that ball down, blow that whistle, and they kick that ball off. And I know many of you like, Coach, you said, you're going to give us a prediction. We ain't heard nothing from you yet. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and give the prediction to you right now. But first, you know what? There's a couple of things I want to run down that I believe is going to happen in this game that's going to dictate the outcome. And we're going to talk about it right after this. It's your favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and share these videos. And tap your inner friend to and tell them come on in. It's nothing but positive vibes. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get on in this thing. Because I'm like, Coach, what's your prediction of this game? I'm going to tell you this. Right now, today's game is going to be based off of which program is going to be able to come out there and make adjustments on the fly. And why I say that? Because Jackson State are looking at the film from last season as far as like certain things that Moussa like to do within the FAMU offense. In which on the other side of the ball, you have FAMU. They're looking at the offense from last week, thinking about, okay, let's look at what, Brown can do out there on the field as far as, different tendencies, things he like to do, things of that nature, right? And, basically just trying to figure out exactly what can they expect from each other's offense on the field and how to get their defense prepared to come out there and play. Now, we understand that they got players on the defense on both sides of the ball. We cannot take that away from either team. But like I said, like many of you said before, there's been a lot of changes that took place within both of these programs. FAMU had a lot of turnover last year from athletes that left. Either they didn't have any more eligibility left or coach went out there and got other players to come in and play in the positions that they needed help with, as well as Jackson State. They went out and did the same thing. They brought athletes into their program that's going to help move their program forward the manner in which they wanted to. Now, with that being said, FAMU was 0-3 against Jackson State in this game thus far. Since dating back to, was it 18, 19, something like that? The last three, I'm just going off the last 3 times that they played each other because I'm sure somebody's going to give me the overall record between these two teams and they're going to say FAMU or whoever has won more games playing against one another. So, and that's fine. I'm sure, like I stated before, Jackson State, I'm sure has lost against FAMU in the past. That's not here nor there, but we're talking about today. We want to know what the game's going to be like today. Today, the game is basically going to be based off of who's going to be able to make the adjustments in which their team are going to be able to solidify that offense to keep moving that ball up and down the field. Which quarterback is going to get out there and make, errors within that offense when, at the most craziest time of the game, who's going to mess up and do something that's going to cost the team. I'll say this. It's 88 degrees down there in Miami right now. And this game is going to be the last time that these two teams play each other in the Orange Blossom Classic. So from here on out, we'll see Jackson State go to FAMU, FAMU come to Jackson. So that's how that's going to be from here on. Unless something drastically change that, this classic continues on with these two teams. But like I said, FAMU, like Jackson State, rework their talent within the program. So I'm sitting back and I'm thinking like, okay, whichever team defensive front can play on the opposing team's offensive side of the ball is going to end up getting this game. I think this is going to be a tight game. I think there's going to be a couple of hiccups here and there. And I think FAMU can really get this game today. I do. I really believe it. I think everybody's saying this is Moussa's time. I mean, I'm still trying to understand where was all of the hype for this young man, which he's a damn good quarterback, but no one really talked about him like that outside of when, Shedeur Sanders and Shedeur Sanders was in the SWAC. I'm just trying to understand where was all the hype at then. And I guess now it's like, hey, we're going to hitch our wagon to this young man. You should hitch your wagon to that young man. That young man's a daggone good ball player. He threw the ball, for almost 3,000 yards last year. But the one key ingredient is there's one piece that's missing out there on the field that's not there this season, which was like almost, I would say, contributed to 33% of the passes that was thrown out there on the field, which is Xavier Smith. With all that being said, like I said, you got Jason Brown on the other side in which he's able to get that ball out there to multiple receivers. This is definitely going to be a game that's going to come down to who's going to make the necessary changes, when and how effective they're going to be. So, y'all want Coach prediction? Here you go. Coach going to go with the champs. Until you knock off the champs, I don't see it no other way. Jackson State 30-17. Tell you why. Because there's a lot of athletes that have been moved around from school to school, and we're still waiting to see how those young men are going to adapt out there on the field. Yeah, everybody's been practicing against one another, and they're getting sick and tired of bumping with each other out there on the field. They want to get out there and showcase exactly what it is that they're looking to do. Not saying that FAMU doesn't have what it takes to get out there and win this game. They actually do. They got the running back that's coming in from over at Nebraska, which, you know, we're going to see exactly what he can do out there in the game as well as the other running back that they had who previously was on the team last year. If I'm not mistaken, he's still there. So, and not only that, we can't forget about Shedeur. He's out there also. So I'm just saying this is going to be something interesting to see. But my prediction for this game is going to be Jackson State 30-17. So, guys, hey, leave your predictions down below. Coach going to go ahead and get up on out this thing. But until next time, be the one and lead.